2, statistics, bar charts. You will find this on page 262 in the Namibian Mathematics Grade 9 textbook, Y equals mx plus c to success. Presenting and illustrating data with diagrams and graphs. Graphs and diagrams can be used to illustrate data clearly and visually. You get different types of graphs and diagrams: bar charts, pictogram, and pie charts. Now let's first concentrate on the bar chart. Draw rectangular bars to represent the information. Used for discrete data, spaces between the bars. Now let's look at an example. Drawing bar charts. Example 2. Draw a bar chart to illustrate this information. There is your frequency table. Now, this is the results of tossing a die 30 times. Now, I make this vertical axis my frequency, and this horizontal axis my number, or the number on the dice. Okay. Now, if it's 1, it must go up to 5. 2 must also go up to 5. 3 must go up to 8. 4 must go up to 3. 5 must go up to 4. And 6 must go up to 5. Now, frequency is usually on the vertical axis. But let's just go through these points. The height of each bar represents the frequency. So, there, and there. The spaces between the bars must be equal. That's why it's good to do it on block paper. Then the spaces between the bars will be equal. The width of each bar must be the same. Then you can either decide it's 1 block, but if you decide the width must be 2 blocks, then you must do it with all the different bars. Now each axis must have a scale. So there's the scale on the horizontal axis. There is the scale on the vertical axis. Each axis must be labeled. And the graph must have a title. Okay, I want you to stop the video and I want you to do try now 2, and I want you to do number 1. As soon as you are finished, you can continue with the video. Let's start. Try now 1. Now, draw a bar chart to illustrate this information. Now, I'm going to do it on block paper. So, start first by drawing a vertical line. As well as a horizontal line. Okay. Now, on this line, it will be my mark. Okay, let's just go a little bit lower. And on this one will be my frequency. Okay. Maybe we can say this is the mark, the different marks. Okay, if we must work at a scale, because this one goes up to 12, I think I'm going to make it 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. And then this one, because I'm going to leave a space, and then say 0, leave a space, then 1, space, 2, space, 3, space, 4, and space, 5. And then I will go, if it's at 0, I will go the frequency up to 4. Okay, and at 1, I will go up to 6. And at 2, I will also go up to 4. don't color it in. It's better just to make stripes or something like that, but it's not even necessary. Okay, at 3, I will go up to 12. And at 4, I will go up to 8. And at 5, I will go up to 2. Okay. And there is my bar chart of this frequency table. Now, let's continue. Reading from bar charts. Let's look at example 3. In a survey, the number of occupants in the cars passing a shop was recorded. How many cars had 3 occupants? Okay, so 3, how many cars? 4. How many cars had less than 4? Okay, let's go. Less than 4. Now let's identify first the bars. I think less than 4, no, this is more than 4, this is less. So, this is too big. Let's rather just take a pen. So it will be this one, as well as this one. So basically, it's going to be 6 plus 8 plus that 4. So that's 6 plus 8 plus 4, and that will give me a total of 18. And then how many cars were in the survey? Now, that will be all the top positions of the bar. So that will be 6 plus 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1. And if I add it up, I will come to 21 cars. And then, what was the total number of occupants in all the cars in the survey? So this was 1 times 6 plus 2 times 8 plus 3 times 4 plus 4 times 2 plus 6 times 1. And if I add all of them up, I will get 48 occupants. Okay, now I want you again to stop the video, and I want you to try now free. Number 1. I'm just going to move it up a little bit. Okay. As soon as you are finished, you can continue with the video. Let's start. Try now 3. And I'm going to start with number A. The bar chart shows the number of goals scored in each game in a hockey tournament. How many teams scored 2 goals? You see, there's the goals. How many teams? 4. So, 4 teams. Number B. How many games were played all together? Now, how many games were played all together? I basically just have to add the top positions of the bars. So, this was 1. This was 4. This one was 3. And the last one was 2. And if I add that up, I will get 10 games. Just moving up still a little bit. And then the last one, number C. How many goals were scored all together? Now remember, in one game, 1. In 4 games, 2. So basically, it's going to be multiplying. It's almost like working out the length and the breadth. So it's going to be 1 times 1 plus 2 times 4 plus 3 times 3 plus 4 times 2. And if I'm adding up, okay, let's just find first this. So it's going to be 1 plus 8 plus 9 plus another 8. And that's going to give me 26 goals. And this is how we are reading from a bar chart.